When you riding through New Orleans, it's best to have one.
Man, I'm riding through New Orleans, boy, I got this. This gonna get me to the trunk, you feel me? And once I come out of the trunk, I got 100 in the trunk. So I got 20 in here, 20 in my pocket that go in here to get me to 100. And you gotta rock like that out here. And these ain't regular, you know, shooting 40s and 9s and 4-5. I got some pluck your ass. When I hit you with 2-3 of these bitches, over with.
Yeah.
You feel me? Sending it up. And that's how I'm rocking.
What do you get when a newborn comes into this world and his dad is already a nationwide gangsta who's known for getting that business cleared and at the same time, legendary through his music with close ties to many industry giants? Lil Soulja Slim.
I grew up in the music. Okay. So my daddy was part of No Limit. I'm a No Limit baby. Like, I remember all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, P and them coming to my 18 birthday parties. Like, we had birthday parties and this shit that these dudes used to be at and this shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I grew up around this, you know what I'm saying? I remember meeting Snoop Dogg young and versus meeting him grown.
How old were you at the time?
Probably like 6, you know what I'm saying? My daddy died when I was 8, I was about like 6. Between 5 and 8, it was platinum for me, you feel me? He was doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? For far as like once he got out of jail, you know what I'm saying? He was doing this thing. BG, I don't have no relationship with Jesus. Like, I got a relationship with this kid, you feel me? I ain't never talked to him. He was in jail, like, he just be, you know what I'm saying, his kid, he be hollering to his kids. They be like, tell us, you know, what's happening and shit like that. I used to talk to C, go see C, me and C got a good relationship. I ain't talked to C in like a year though, but it's still a good relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got in trouble and couldn't go back and see him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So, you know, a lot of people don't be liking that shit either, because they really be want me to be straight. They want me to be the good part of them. You feel me?
Do you yourself see those similarities within yourself?
Yeah.
What would that be?
We both Virgos, and that's my daddy. Like, at the end of it, you know what I'm saying? That's my daddy. Like, what else should it be? You feel me? Like, who you look up to? What the fuck I'm gonna look up to? Another nigga versus my daddy, you feel me? Keep it G. And then he was a real hit on top of that. Like, you end up a real shit about him.
There's many gangsters and guys who live lives they'd rather keep from their children. But Lil Soulja Slim was literally in the presence of some of his dad's activities, which made me wonder, why didn't Lil Slim fall into some of the same street traps that his dad once did? And the answer was Bunch Village.
He ain't really had that chance with his daddy, but I did, you feel me? My grandpa was a gangster, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? What a lot of niggas don't talk about, my grandpa was a G, you feel me? For real.
You
like,
say wasn't him Slim tight?
Huh?
Was him and Slim tight?
Yeah, they had a relationship, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about growing up in the ages where I had my grandpa, between 9 and probably 10 and 13 when he died. You know what I'm saying? My dad ain't had that with him. And that's the most crucial times of my life. Cause 10 and 13 is everybody else 13 and 16 when you start, you know what I'm saying, puberty. I was going through that shit early at 10. But my mama we ain't have no paper, you know what I'm saying? So I was just a young trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do. But my grandpa, he was like, I ain't gonna have you out here doing nothing and you don't got nobody to really look at you know what I'm saying? Cause it's in you regardless. So when I was getting out of school, that Friday, he was picking me up, bringing me to Kenner. You feel me? You gonna be back here. You gonna be at the back of the tracks. I'm gonna take you to Bunch Village. There's your people back here.
Bunch Village is a small town in Metairie, Louisiana, just minutes away from New Orleans, and was historically the first town in Metairie where black people could own their own land. It was a refuge from New Orleans for many people, including Lil Soulja Slim and his dad. But their love for Uptown and the fast-paced streets of the Magnolia Projects made Bunch Village a getaway, and a direct link to their cousins 12 O'Clock and King Mike.
I mean, first of all, it's my family. That's my blood, you know what I'm saying? You know, Uncle Lip, you know what I'm talking about, Cousin Soulja. The Polar side.
Where you from, man?
I'm from Elm Street, in Metairie.
Okay.
Hey, some people think it's Kenner, but it's Metairie, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, Elm Street.
In Bunch Village?
Yeah, in Bunch Village. The Village, you know, that's what we call Bunch Village, the Village.
And from Bunch Village, I got Lago Black, I got Trinity, you feel me? I got these people come and get me, bringing me uptown. Me getting into shit downtown, my OGs, my daddy partners was like, man, you tripping. If you don't come get into some shit, you gotta come get into some shit uptown. We could be like, no, that's family. You can't fuck with that, da-da-da-da-da. We don't know them niggas gonna fuck around and kill you down there, then we just gonna be out there.
Say, bro, you mentioning your grandpops, and you was like, a lot of motherfuckers gonna talk about that, him being a G. Is he from New Orleans?
And from Kenner, and from Bunch Village. For real.
Man, how was he growing up?
Man, my grandpa, you heard my daddy's song, he was like, I never ever had my pa because he was Angola convict. You heard my grandpa was in there, yeah. For real.
He did a lot of time.
Man, fucking right. Him, his brothers, all his brothers, my cousin 12 o'clock.
12 was the one brought Slim to the studio for the first time. 12 was the one doing the, you see what I'm saying? Way back in the Gap in the bounce era.
Me and 12 was way more closer. Yeah, me and 12, we hung more.
For people who might not be familiar with 12, who is 12?
12 o'clock, man. Our cousin, Slim cousin. You know what I'm saying? Our jail white. Go rest in peace.
My cousin 12 daddy and my grandpa is brothers. You feel me? That's why my dad and 12 used to be close. My daddy grew up in Bunch Village too. He used to be back there with them. You feel me? Like, you know. But they used to be like, man, your dad ain't really. He used to come back here, but he ain't really like it back here. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to go back uptown by his mama.
We didn't see him that much because he was with his mama. You know what I'm saying? But he used to always come back and forward. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? More like that.
Okay.
You know.
And how was he then? Was it kind of wild in him? Was it funny?
Man, it's just, yeah, clown.
Okay.
Clown, beat you up, give you his legs, just for to see him reach those heights that he did reach at the age he was.
She mad at me trying to get me out some out money. It gets nothing from me. You're gonna be broke around the bar this Sunday.
Like, I paid for it in slow motion. I was a part of that. You feel me? I was in the house when he making this shit. You feel me? For real. Like, yeah, that's all we bumping. You feel me? Before this shit even came out, I'm in the truck with this. He passing out CDs and putting posters and T-shirts and, you feel me?
You gotta see him grind.
Man, we used to be in the leg thing. And niggas have all his partners in this bitch, and I was on the last row. And in the back was buku posters and T-shirts and buku guns, and all I remember is, you got your yeah, drive me around here, yeah. Don't go by that whole house, you don't got your gun. Double crosser, log. That's why once I started getting older, they was like,
game, like first hand, like
they was like, no.
Raised on that shit, like you said.
Exactly.
Before Soulja Slim departed, he had a serious conversation with his close partner, Jig Star The Truth. They agreed that if anything ever happened to either of them, they would help take care of each other's children. Months later, Slim departed, and Jig found himself a part of Lil Soulja Slim's life.
When I was standing in the 7th wall, when he pulled up in my driveway, and I dapped it off, and he holding my hand, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up, bitch? Or whatever. He was like, man, if anything ever happened to me, hold my son down. So that's why I'm the way I am with Lil Soulja. You see what I'm saying? Put him on real shit about his daddy and every motherfucker else that was around. You ain't rock like that, you ain't live like that, so do it your way. It's a big name that you about to take up on. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit came with being your pop. So, do you. And he actually did that.
With a clip full of blue tips, my shit on it like 3.6 pounds. Probably, no, not even 3 pounds. 3 ounces or some shit. Probably 3 pounds.
When you riding through New Orleans, it's best to have one.
Man, I'm riding through New Orleans, boy. I got this. This gonna get me to the trunk. You feel me? And once I come out of the trunk, I got 100 in the trunk. So I got 20 in here, 20 in my pocket that go in here to get me to 100. And you gotta rock like that out here. And these ain't regular, you know, niggas shooting 40s and 9s and 4-5. I got some I'll pluck you ass. When I hit you with 2-3 of these bitches, over with.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm sending you up. And that's how I'm rocking.
What part of the city we in right now?
We in the East right now. That's the Wild Wild West. You feel me? East Afghanistan. That's what they call that bitch. East
That's
Afghanistan.
your music right now?
Yeah, that's my shit.
So
Feel me?
copyright
Streets code too. I don't gotta be no gangster. You feel me? I was raised on that shit. You feel me? That shit in me for real. Like, I know what that shit about. That's why when niggas see me, ain't no games. Like, I can fight, work whatever I want, work, yeah, official. That shit ain't about nothing. You know what I am? You know what ain't never came across my family? Millions of dollars. Nigga never reached that point. He was close, he never reached that point. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Where was he when he departed as far as?
Man, you know that Cox deal? I don't know if that's disclosed information if I don't want to talk about it, but honestly, it was 100 G's, you feel me? It was 100 G's, $100,000 distribution deal, you feel me? He was just doing his own thing, he was grinding, you feel me? He was grinding, it wasn't, you know? So, fuck, nigga, I done had $250,000, I ran through that shit. I've been going to jail back to back to back, all my bonds been hundreds, you feel me? 100. Nigga, if I'm getting caught, 2-3 guns, you feel me? Them bitches loaded. Weed, scale, you feel me? Like,
How old were you when you first started going to jail?
like 14, taking them little rides. Your mama gotta come get you.
What about your dad? How was he when he first started?
I don't remember. That's the type of shit my grandma and them ain't. Honestly, my grandma and them wanted to keep me as far away from that shit as possible. You know what I'm saying? Far away from knowing about.
Sound like a stand-up.
Cause honestly, man, once me and my grandma Linda, we had a great relationship all the way up until I started going to jail and shit, fucking up and shit, doing street shit. She didn't like that shit, and I could tell she didn't like it, and you know that's kind of like what separated our connection. Cause she really raised, like, you know, I grew up at her house, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was different. Now I'm in the streets. Now I'm hiding guns at her house. She don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I done been through this. I know you doing something. And my son got killed in this house that you doing this out of. You feel me? Like, you know. That's why honestly, I never really.
And you feel like that's what made her not accepted and
I understood. I understand. To this day, I understand.
you feel it was love more than anything?
Yeah, it's love, but I understand. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at you once I do get myself together. Honestly, that's how I look at it.
When Soulja Slim departed, Lil Soulja wasn't even double digits in age, but mourning his loss with all of the nation possibly helped soften his pain. And although the city celebrated losing a legend, Lil Soulja had to continuously live with it.
Honestly, I know what got him killed. Feel me? So, I'm 25. You know? Shit, I done lost uncles, I done lost partners, I done lost cousins. Feel me? Like, man, death run through my family. I got a family of gangsters that, you know what I'm saying? A line of people that died. Like, this ain't just about my daddy, this is about a bloodline, you feel me? I want to be talking about that entire bloodline. Like, man, I won't be the one to make it. They still, man, I got little cousins that, yeah, cuz, I'm trying to get a gun. Man, you was 14. I understand. I understand. When I was 14, I was trying to get a gun. You feel me? But I had a gun. My first gun was 12. You feel me? But I bought that bitch because I got 12. I was a hustler. You feel me? Matter of fact, no, my first gun, my cousin gave me. After that, he was like, man, you gotta fix it. I had bought a little gun too, so I had two little guns, two little 25s. You feel me?
You had beef at the time?
Fuck no, I just was thugging. I was outside. I was hustling. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no. Like, I ain't never had no beef with no niggas, cause like I said, I ain't gonna say I ain't never had no beef with no niggas, cause I got partners that died, but I'm growing up, it wasn't that. I ain't getting into that shit till 18, I'm really trying to rap, you feel me? I like, honestly, a lot of niggas don't like Birdman musically. I like Birdman, you feel me? Cause Birdman talk that big dog stunner shit. It ain't all about the gutter and this and that. Like, even when he was in the streets, he was talking hustling, but he was talking big dog hustling, moving 100 keys. He probably ain't have 100 keys, but he put that there, you feel me? And he moved 100 million records, you feel me? That's 100 keys, he pushed it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what my mindset was always going bigger. I wanted to be a big timer, but not on the aspect of flexing or, you know what I'm saying, a hot boy. I wanted to really be a big timer, like coming through the hood. This is my car parked over here, this is my house over here that they rent, this is my Airbnb, that's my car.
Left the pearl in the dope man hand on the set cause I got plans bigger than the Desire project.
Everybody from New Orleans got a little Soulja in him. Believe that.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Because he became the epitome.
Everybody got a little Soulja in him.
You talk about uptown, downtown.
Everybody. Kendall, Metairie, the whole boot, really the whole world. If you know what I'm saying, if you tapped in, you know what I'm saying? If you tapped in, the whole world, you know what I'm saying, got some Soulja in them.
forgot. I didn't tell you. You know, I was born in the hospital right there, Methodist in the East on Reed. Yeah, I was born in Methodist Hospital. My mom and my dad used to stay on Bundy in them apartments.
Come up there sometime.
Smoke.
Right.
I come out here and smoke. Yeah. I used to always have rags, man. COVID fucked us up. We used to get boxes of rags every month. You feel me?
Right.
Boxes and shit. We got soda rag every day. We'll tell them one of them white dudes. I go get you some, had to wipe yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like close your nose, you know what I'm saying? You never knew. Having a rag, soda rag with real soda rag.